Alright, so I got something in the mail the other day that is going to make my life much easier, I hope. But it also makes me feel a little dirty. Because as we all know, we are supposed to play Atari games with the Atari joystick, not with a Sega Genesis pad. Ugh. The problem is, most of the time when you hook up a Sega Genesis pad to an Atari game system, it just doesn't work right. So that's what this device is supposed to solve, and it is called the Mega 7800, and it's basically a pass-through to allow you to hook up a Sega Genesis controller to your Atari 7800, 2600, 2600 Plus, Atari XE game system, which means you can play games like Centipede and Dig Dug with a control pad instead of the joystick. Now it works with the Sega Genesis 3-button controller, the Sega Genesis 6-button controller, and the Sega Genesis Retro-Bit wireless controller. Also, I want to see if it works with this monstrosity. I picked this up at a Goodwill a couple of years ago, and I never really had a chance to use it. So I would be curious to know if the rapid fire works on there. I'm pretty sure it does, but we'll see. We'll see how well this thing works on a real Atari game system instead of the Genesis. All right, so let's take a look at this guy. We've got it in a nice package here. Very shiny. There we go. We don't need that. Get out of here. All right, here's the gizmo itself. And as you can see, it has little lights depending on what you attach to it. You can attach a 6-button controller, in which case the light will turn green, a 3-button controller where the light will turn red, a 2-button controller, that would be the Sega Master System controller, which unfortunately I don't have any Master System controller, so I can't try that out. Also, you can hook up a light phaser gun to it and play Atari light gun games with a Sega Genesis light phaser. I don't have a light phaser, so I won't be able to try that out either. Here's what it looks like on the side. Here's what it looks like on the end of the cable. And, you know, that's basically all there is to it. You just plug it in and play. Wait, plug and play? That must be where that term came from. All right, here we have a little manual here, which is kind of nice, actually. Welcome. Thank you for purchasing the Mega 7800 from Retro HQ. Oh, you're welcome. The Mega 7800 allows you to use Master System and Mega Drive controllers with your Atari 7800. No Genesis? Just kidding, I know the Mega Drive is the same as the Genesis. The Mega 7800 will automatically detect what kind of controller is plugged in and adapt it for use with the 7800 for both 7800 and 2600 games, which is cool because you'll be able to use 2 buttons for certain games that the 7800 uses 2 buttons. Then it says software which has not been developed to support the extra buttons available from the Mega 7800 will only recognize input from the A and B buttons. Basically what that means is most of the original 7800 library is going to work with just the A and the B buttons, and some homebrews which have been designed to work with the Mega 7800 could also have additional functionality with the Sega Genesis controllers. So there's the mode indicator, as I said, light gun, 2-button, 3-button, and 6-button lights will change depending on what you plug in. And that's basically it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple, and can't wait to try it out. Okay, first I'm going to try it on my Atari XEGS. And here it is here. Oh, it's upside down. I don't know if it's going to work if it's upside down. Okay, first let's try a little Donkey Kong with the Sega Genesis 3-button controller. Looks like it works pretty darn good. Let's try the jumping. Yep, it jumps. Pressing the A or the B button will jump. Back here, you crazy Firefox. Yeah, how you like that? Oh yeah. This feels really, really good. Although it is kind of odd playing a Nintendo game on an Atari system with a Sega controller. Next, how about a little Missile Command with the 6-button controller? Unfortunately, there's no point in having, you know, multiple buttons here because you're really just controlling that one base the whole time, whether you hit the A or the B button. Uh-oh. Oh man, I almost lost one. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Chicago just bit the dust! That's what they get for beating the Cardinals. Alright, let's try a little Jungle Hunt with the 6-button wireless controller, as you can see. There's no wires. What kind of magic is this? A button. Yep, that works. B button. Yep, that works. Oh no! Oh no, he fell into the pit of doom. It's really important that the buttons work in this game because that's pretty much all you do is you just hit the button at the right time. All right, next let's try a little Asteroids with this big bad boy here. Now I set the A button to be just the regular fire, and then the B button I set to be rapid fire. So watch this. Of course, it's hard to control trying to hold it up here like this for you guys, but it makes it fun. Look at that turbo shooting action for Asteroids. So I guess if you have a Genesis turbo controller, it'll work. No! I failed to destroy all the Asteroids. No surprise, because it's very hard to play while you're standing up holding a really heavy joystick. So it's a little easier to hook this thing up to the 7800. All you gotta do is lift it up and plug it into the port here on the front. And if I wasn't playing this in the dark, it would be a lot easier. But there you go. Just plug it right in there. And then plug in your favorite Genesis controller, which I'll try next. Let's try Centipede on the big Mamma Jamma with the rapid fire on B set to the middle position. I think if you hold it in the far right position, it's just on. Oh yeah, it works good with the holding it down. Of course, I could probably do that with the with the A button too. I mean, I don't even have the A button turbo on. Oh man, it feels so good to play this with a real joystick. Well, not that the 7800 doesn't have a real joystick, but it's just very uncomfortable to play. I mean, probably even more so than playing it like standing up trying to hold this big heavy thing. Oh, let's turn on the turbo just by itself. See, this is with the turbo on, B with all the way over to the far right here. So now I don't even have to shoot. All I gotta do is worry about moving out of the way. Which, I mean, come on, do you ever really nuance your firing when you're playing Centipede? Nah, you just hold down the fire button, right? Ah, you stupid spider. All right, let's try a little Commando with the 3-button controller. Now you're gonna notice that this game sounds kind of quiet because I don't have a Pokey chip in my Cuddle Cart 2, so there's no Pokey music. There's no music at all. But yeah, it works good. If I move around, I can fire. If I hit the B button, I can shoot my grenades. Man, this is so great. The 3-button pad has always been a little bit stiff though. Not quite as smooth as the 6-button pad. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh, I'm running from bullets. Let Chuck Norris go. No! All right, let's try a little Midnight Mutants. And as you can see, I don't know what I'm doing, but there we go. Yeah, it works pretty good. If I hit the B button, this grandpa guy shows up and starts telling me all the stuff I need to do. Go away, grandpa. I already know I got to go into the mansion here. And the first thing I need to do is stay away from me, bat. Get off me. Leave me alone. Get the knife. It's just like ghouls and ghosts, or ghosts and goblins. Why does he look like he has 3 legs here? That looks so weird. Maybe it's just me. All right, you're going to get it now, Frank. Oh, I'm dead. It's not because of this pad, though. Next, let's try out a little Xevious. And as you can see, I'm able to shoot with the A button and drop bombs with the B button. Ah, Atari 7800, the way it was meant to be played, with a Sega Genesis wireless controller. Alright, next we have my Atari 2600 Plus, and we'll try plugging it in here. It's a little tricky because the controller port is on the back, but it's not too bad. Of course, now I want it to hang over the side like so. And oh yeah, I gotta plug a controller into it. I forgot about that part. So let's try Mr. Run and Jump first. Alright, let's see how well this works with the 3-button controller. I think I have to hit start on the console. Alright, here we go. Jumps fine with the B button. And he jumps fine with the A button too. No surprise, it works just fine. One problem though that I have noticed, and it may be because the 2600 Plus is an emulation system, seems like there's just a tiny bit of lag when I'm hitting the button. All right, I turned the light out because the glare is a little strong, but let's try Berzerk now. Why is the fire button not working now? What the heck? Oh no, that was weird. I had to unplug the controller and plug it back in again. But it does work. when it wants to. It could be the 2600 Plus. It's just not used to having the awesomeness of a Sega Genesis controller plugged into it. Yep, that works fine. All right, so a heavy-duty game requires a heavy-duty controller, and I'm using the big honker on this one there for Yars Revenge. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I got shot by my own Zorlon cannon. It's heavy. This thing is really heavy. Trying to play Yars Revenge like this is not the best way to go. I don't want to. He doesn't want to move up. Could be the joystick. It also could be just the fact that it's not plugged in properly. So I think the problem on the 2600 Plus is that this is just such a light connect. Look at how easy that popped out. The connection is not very tight. So I feel like, you know, anything that you plug into it, it'll work, but it may be a little dodgy, just a little bit. So it would be nice if this connector was a little tighter. You see that light keeps changing. It's like I'm moving the thing and it just changes the color because the connection is not, it's just not tight. I barely move it and it just goes, it changes color because it's trying to resync the controller. Yeah, that's a problem. And lastly, let's play a little adventure with the 6-button wireless controller. This is probably going to be my preferred way of playing this. Oh gosh, what the heck's going on here? Yeah, there's a bit of lag playing it with an emulation system using a wireless controller. There's significant lag there. Come on, let go of the key. It's not working right. It thinks it's the wrong controller again, probably. Yeah, the light turned blue now, so I guess it's the right, maybe it's the right controller. There we go. Now it thinks it's the right controller, I guess. Now it's still not moving right the way I want it to. Oh man. Yeah, that connector is really touchy. But man, just don't touch that thing once you get it in there. Oh, and I lost my sword. Well, I guess I can't finish this game now. Aha, I took the black key. Haha, sucker. Oh, you want it? Oh, I won't let go. It's still stuck. So the light is green. It does think it's a 6-button controller, which it is. It was working great a while ago, and now it's just decided out of the blue that it's just not going to work. Maybe it's the 2600 Plus, and maybe the particular game that I'm using. I'm doing the 10-in-1 cartridge here. Maybe if I try the real adventure cartridge, it might work better. All right, so we got my real adventure game plugged in there now. We'll see if this works any better. Honestly, I don't think that it will, but, you know, it's worth a shot. He's still not moving up. Oh, yeah, there he goes. All right, now he's moving up. He's moving down. He's moving up. He's moving down. It's just there's an incredible amount of lag. It's really annoying, honestly. Literally, though, I don't know if you can see it. Watch when I hit the joypad here. You can see the amount of time it takes before it actually starts to move. It's like a split second, but it is noticeable. Much more noticeable going up and down. So let's try to get the sword here. Okay, got it. Oh, but it's just the lag is just really, really bad. And then when I hit the button, it's not working. So yeah, I don't know if this is a problem with the Atari 2600 Plus or the Mega 7800 adapter. I'm leaning towards it being the 2600 Plus because of the dodgy controller connector. All right, so what did I think of the Mega 7800? Well, you know, it's pretty cool when it works. I feel like the connector might be a little bit too loose, and I'm sure that was intentional so that it wouldn't damage an actual 7800 or 2600. But in the 2600 Plus, it's just not, I don't know, it's just not tight enough. But if you're interested in one of these, I'm sure you can find them online. I thought Retro Gamer had them for a while, but I wasn't able to get them from there. I ended up going to this other website called zlabs.com, and they had them there for $17.50, I think it was. And all told, after shipping, it was $24. To be able to play your 7800 games properly with a Sega Genesis controller and both buttons, $24. I mean, that's a small price to pay. All right, well, that's it for today. I do have another video that I'm working on that'll be coming soon. But until then, I want to thank you for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time. I wonder what happens if I plug this into itself. Will the universe explode?